Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carole Baskin at Big Cat Rescue, and I'm just worn out. It's 4:34, and so I got to hit the road soon. But what a day. Oh my gosh. So we got a bobcat call last night, and it was after dark, and there was no way we were going to be able to find the bobcat given the description of where this bobcat was. So went out at first light this morning and spent until about 1 o'clock this afternoon looking for it to no avail. Not sure what is going on there. I posted a video on Daily Big Cat that you can see all of the searching and the bunny that I found. That was fun, but I am going to be paying for that tomorrow because, oh my gosh, so much stooping and crawling and slithering and everything else that even my wrists are aching. I have to eat some cherries. That seems to always help with my arthritis. Getting old is such a, well, I'm not going to say that. Tom Tom, Bobcat, had a seizure this morning, scared the bejesus out of all of us, and she didn't have another one, so we called the vet. He told us what to do in case she had another one, but she hasn't had another one, thankfully, so that's good. She's a very, very old Bobcat, and she was inside when it happened, so at least she was in a controlled environment. And Nikita the Lion, her one of her back paws is starting to collapse at the ankle when she walks, and I think she's 19 years old, so there's nothing really we can do about that except make sure that she's not in pain. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. In big cat news around the world, while we wait to find out who our president and our Senate and our House is going to be, oh, goodness, don't know how long that's going to go on. There's a new report that unveils the criminal networks behind jaguar trafficking in Bolivia. Big Cat Rescue is on the Species Survival Network news list, and so a lot of times we get reports that you wouldn't find probably anywhere else because they're scientific reports, and the news doesn't care about science for the most part. They just care about celebrities and stupid stuff. So this was a really good article, and we shared that. There's a leopard on the prowl who mauled a 24-year-old man to death. And on each one of these at bigcatrescue.org/news, you would just click on the image and it will take you to the rest of the article. Siberian tiger, wild big cat strolls in a Chinese forest farm, leaving visiting officials terrified. Well, I'm glad to hear that there are still a tiger or two in China. Didn't think there were any left there. The ICC joins the Lion's Share Fund to harness the private sector for leadership to protect wildlife habitats. Sounds important. This says ultra rare black tiger is spotted in India. Stunned animal lover photographs predator. I keep seeing pictures of black tigers, and when they say black, it means that they're not completely black, like a black leopard or a black Joffrey cat or a black serval or even a black bobcat. It just means they have a much higher higher density of the black stripes over the orange, and that's what we're seeing in this cat here. I just don't know whether or not this is a legitimate photograph because post Photoshop, it could be anything, but it's interesting. Poachers who killed 2 endangered Amur leopards are detained in the Russian Far East. Those cats are in such peril, and people out there just killing them for their skins and their teeth and their bones. Cougar spotted at Qualicum Secondary School. No further sign of the big cat. Selling Sunsets, Christine Quinn. Now, I was on Dancing with the Stars with Chriselle Strauss from that show. I don't know Christine Quinn, and she's saying she has a real tiger in her house for safety concerns. I hope she's just being stupid in saying that and not really doing that, because that would really be stupid. There is a Peta protest to mark a circus's opening night. It's going to be the Universal Circus. They have a long history of animal exploitation. You can find out all about Universal, S-O-U-L, at 911animalabuse.com. Kenya sees lion cub boom for the first time in decades. That's good. It's probably because people aren't going there or leaving the wildlife to do what they do when we're not around, which is just fine. A lion genetic study uncovers major consequences of habitat fragmentation, and the most obvious of that being that they become very inbred when they can't crossbreed out. Man charged in leopard mauling incident is a notorious backyard breeder of primates. Yeah, that Michael Pogge, he'd been on my list, my radar, only as a primate dealer. People had said that he was dealing in little marmosets, and I never knew him to even have cats. But we raised Kane with USDA, who still has not responded to anything that we said, and the Florida Wildlife Commission, who tells us that they have sought criminal charges against Michael Pogge because allowing somebody to pay him or charging somebody $150 to go in and pet an adult leopard is not legal. So they are already after him. I was glad to hear that they were taking action on that. Florida leopard attack puts humans and big cats in a terrible situation. It's a National Geographic article about that. And this other one about the big cat being recaptured, we've already read that one. I have a coordinator report from Lauren Buckingham 19 hours ago who says, "Great day today and happy birthday to Jordan. Marie and Mark did AM meds and supplements. Jordan, Shyler, Gina, Marie, Mark, and Candy took care of feeding. All the cats ate really well. Glenn took his small cat cleaning class and got his first cleaning sign-off. Taylor also joined for cleaning. Robin, Amanda, and Michael did food prep. Rozelle came in to help for a few hours in the afternoon. The second half of Diablo, the Savannah cat's enclosure, was cleaned up and the exterior areas were raked. Palm fronds were also trimmed to make it easier for keepers to walk around. Candy took care of the PM blood sickle cats and the PM supplements. Mark took care of some maintenance projects. Operant conditioning and enrichment was done after lunch. Catherine finished the day with PM meds, and that is all from me," says Lauren Buckingham. You can see all of our updates at bigcatrescue.org. We are Big Cat Rescue on all of the major social sites. Stay cool, cats. Oh, and this silly thing. Whenever I do a cameo, half the time I have no idea who the people are that I'm wishing a birthday or to get on the beers, whatever that means, because it's just not something we say in the U.S. But I hope I didn't offend anybody with this because I really have no idea what it was about.
Everyone right to go? Yeah? Very good. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining us here at Werribee Zoo. This is one of the 3 zoos that are just such important parts of our community.
Hey Dan Andrews, it's Carole Baskin from Big Cat Rescue, and I know you've been spending a lot of time working hard down at the zoo, but we all want you to take a well-deserved break and get on the beers. Oh my goodness, that is your civic duty. That's what's most important, and that's what must be done.
Beers, get on the beers, beers, get on the beers, beers,
Carole Baskin.
beers, get on the beers. And it's the first time that I have not been in front of a purple wall or at my house in months. So I only wish I'd been on it.